Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Brad Mower,
and this is IFXtra. So, how is everyone doing this week? And is it any different from last week? We just don't know what day it is.
Time has no meaning anymore.
I know. We've been kind of keeping busy, doing extra quizzes, of course. That's the main thing that I've been doing. A lot of questions you have to think of.
Yeah, so those of you that haven't caught up with us for a few weeks, we're now doing extra midweek episodes of Zeitgeist, our live interactive quiz stream, but with a little bit of a twist. Yeah. So rather than 5 rounds of 5 questions each, like on different topics, we have one topic, 20 questions.
Yeah. That's right. Zeitgeist 20.
Exactly, Zeitgeist 20. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. UK time, over on mixer.com/interference. But we'll tell you a little bit more about that and let you know what the scores from this week's shows were in a little while.
What have you been doing then this week?
I have managed to do a few of the things off the request list for interference. As ever, we're just testing some of these on the web version of the game first because that's a lot faster for me to kind of get updates on and then test them out and iterate them and things. If it all looks good, we'll roll them into the apps in the next set of app updates. So, 2 things that have been requested quite frequently. Favourite games. We used to have that years ago, and then it disappeared in one of the updates for technical reasons. I forget why. Anyway, a lot of people have been asking about it again recently, so that is back in now. When you're looking at a game on the gallery, on the website, there's a little heart button you can press now.
Oh, cool.
I say now, this is on the beta test site at the moment, but It'll be on the live site by the time you're watching this. Okay. If it's not there, someone poke me, I forgot to press the button. Up at the top right, when you're looking at a game, there'll be a heart icon. If you press that, it will then appear in a new section on the kind of gallery list where we normally have games involving me, games started by me, etc., etc. We've also now got Fave. Might change the name of it, but if you press that, that will list all of the games that you have favorited.
Oh, that's quite handy.
I put fave because I worry that if I put favourite, then people will say we can't spell.
Oh, of course.
Because we spell favourite properly, but then we get kind of feedback saying like, oh, you've put a U in favourite and there shouldn't be one. Of course there should be.
Controversial.
We're in England, so we get to decide how English works. Favourite games. That is in on the website. If it all works out, we'll add it to the apps as well. We've also got an initial version of muting players, because that's something that comes up every so often. If you don't want to see a certain person's comments or forum posts or even the items that they draw and describe, you can now test out muting them by going to the settings page on the website. So if you click your name up at the top right hand corner, I'm pointing on this side, I guess it would be that side for you. If you click your name and then press settings, there's a section in there for muted players, and if you add people to that list, we will hide their comments and forum posts from you, and also any drawings and descriptions they do. It's a little bit of a hack at the minute. They'll be marked as not safe for work, because that was the fastest way to do this. So it'll throw up this item has been reported as offensive. Click if you want to see it, and you have to click to see them. But we've had a few people asking for that. That's in there being tested now.
Can you unmute them afterwards?
Yeah. You can edit that list anytime you want. You can just press the add button to add someone to it. If you want to take someone off your mute list, you just press the little cross next to their name and they come off the list. It's all good. It'll make sense when you see it.
Cool.
You do need to press the save button at the bottom of the page, which is something I forgot to mention when talking about this elsewhere. Okay. I've also done loads of stuff, kind of quality of life improvement kind of things for us, to try and automate a lot of the stuff that I have to do on Saturday. Things like when we make these videos and we show a leaderboard from the quiz. I'd previously been using a capture from the quiz for that, but I've now actually built a system that generates those for me automatically, and it's probably going to save me like 20 minutes a week or something, which is great. because then I can do other things like more interference bug fixes. Okay, so that's all of the stuff that I did. We were supposed to have an interference and chill on Wednesday, but it got cancelled at the last minute. Really sorry about that. We're trying to stick to the schedule as much as possible with everything being weird and strange so that you have stuff to look forward to. But that will be back next week. Almost certainly with Ferret, but if not, possibly with me. We will see what happens.
Oh, good. Yeah, people miss it when it's not there.
Well, that's it. It gives people something to look forward to.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I said, we do have these extra midweek quizzes Tuesday and Thursday if you want to join us for those. But more on those later.
Okay, right. Now it's time to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Stiffy for Orca. That is a magnificent whale jumping out of the sea. Fantastic drawing. Well done, Stiffy.
My favourite description this week was "Crowds amazed to find sunbathers on Marge Simpson's neck" by Ginger J. This is one of those clever descriptions where it bears no resemblance to the picture, but then you look again and suddenly the perspective snaps in and it makes perfect sense. And now that I've seen it, cannot unsee. Nice work, Ginger J.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Lobo Whoop for Sunbathing in the Ocean. That is such an atmospheric and eerie picture. I love the use of the colours of the blues. That's wonderful. Well done, Lobo Whoop. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there as always.
Right, now we're going to see what we were talking about last week in the forums. So last week I was asking you, what do you miss most in lockdown? What's the first thing you want to do when lockdown is lifted? I just want to see friends and family again and go out for a meal. I've never done so much cooking at home. We don't get a break, do we? Everyone's here for lunch, everyone's here for dinner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of at the point where I leave the house once a week to go and do the shop, and then I go for a walk with you on Sunday, and that's it. So I'm only actually going out of the house twice because I'm still working. Yeah. But I mean, you're getting to.
I do a walk. Yeah, I do a walk every day. Yeah. I mean, what are you guys doing? Let us know.
But to answer your question, I mean, just simple thing. I'm just looking forward to going to the pub. Yeah. And I know that is I know there's much bigger things to worry about. Of course, but I would just quite like to go and sit in a different building and have a nice pint of beer or a glass of wine or something and just be like, I'm outside of the house. It'd be great.
That sounds a bit like Callum. He just wants a Greggs, a good steak, bacon, sausage roll. Yes, please.
Yeah.
But Greggs is very popular over here, isn't it? And
yeah. This is like a sort of takeaway pastry shop, baked goods kind of thing.
Yeah. Amber says she misses seeing her friends every day, as well as taking classes in person rather than online. Not the same online, is it really? And it'd be nice to visit the many small businesses in town that have had to close. Yeah, you do wonder how many are actually going to survive and still be there.
Yeah, I mean, I say, I'd really like to go to the pub. But like Amber, one of the other things I'm missing is, because we kind of go to a few places in town regularly, like a couple of pubs and restaurants that are kind of run by... they're not chain places, they're run by like families or actual individuals, and I just want to sort of see that they're okay, like Cassie from the Italian and Grum from Bridge Street,
of course.
But yeah, it's weird because it's odd. You don't really notice it when you kind of go into places a lot, but you kind of you're sort of on friendly terms with people, absolutely. And they recognise you when you come in or when you phone up.
Just like cheers, everyone knows your name.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So Pointy Cat here misses all her family, and she also said right at the end, I just miss doing lots of things I'm used to doing, and it hurts that I have no idea when this will end. That is one of the hardest things, isn't it, really? We just don't know.
That's the worst bit. I mean, for people who have an established routine, everything has just got thrown out of whack.
I know.
As I say, for people with routines, it must be really
you get to see the people you're isolating with. You can't see anybody else, even if it's family. So it's really hard. And poor Mirror had to miss her daughter's first birthday party with family. They had to have a little quiet one, but she was really annoyed about that. And she also misses sitting in a coffee shop, which is just nice, watching the world go by, people watching and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like sort of like it seems like a lot of people are having their birthday during this.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean, like we've had like what 3 family birthdays. My birthday was at the end of last month, just after this all started.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just gonna have a quiet one in," which was funny at the start, and it isn't as funny now.
No.
But yeah. If it is anyone's birthday, well, hang on. Maybe we don't want people to expose what their date of birth is for security reasons.
Exactly.
You probably shouldn't share what the day and month you're born on the internet. But if people are like, "Oh, it was my birthday last week," you know,
we'll give you a shout out. We will.
Yeah.
Have a little birthday list.
Just be careful with your personal information.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now it's time to see what we're going to be talking about next week. Since we're always looking for ways to advertise interference cheaply, what are your favourite adverts or the most memorable? When I lived in the US, I used to love the Aflac duck and the Geico gecko. Over here, I quite like the meerkat ones for Compare the Market. Maybe we should get a cute talking animal to advertise the game.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Now, don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night, normal quiz night, 5 rounds, different topics. And last week we had a winner who was Callum. He was winning everything last week.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go into a bit more detail about that in a moment.
Yeah.
But so Callum finished in the lead on 250 points. Goose was in second place on 231, and then Live Long Animal was in third on 221. Really close in fourth though, 220, just 1 point behind. You see those little fastest answer bonus marks make the difference.
They do.
But yeah, so that's like the Sunday night quiz where we do 5 rounds, each one inspired by one of the week's drawing some interference, and then 5 questions on each. Yeah,
shall I tell you who the artists are going to be featured this week?
So we don't see, no one except you knows what topics are coming up or what the drawings are or anything, but the featured artists though.
Yeah, they're going to be Bad Bishop, we're going to have Bob McGee, Maliki, Vicenart and Zoog. Don't know who Zoog is, sounds cool.
I mean, again, got a bit of a mixture of newer players and some people who've been around for a while, so that should be quite cool.
Interesting topics too.
If you want to see what the drawings are and hence what the topic's going to be, you have to join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. UK time over on mixer.com/interference.
Yeah, if you like a slightly different quiz, we've got 2 more quizzes coming up next week, Tuesday and Thursday, and I have decided what the topics are. So Tuesday we're going to be asking you all about computer games, and then on Thursday it's going to be about science.
So yeah, these are the 2 midweek quizzes, Tuesday and Thursday. So last week, no, it's Saturday, so it's still this week. Tuesday and Thursday just gone is what I'm trying to say. On Tuesday, we did sitcoms, and Goose finished in first place on 202 points. Then we had Stiffy Cat in second on 190, and Dr. Ridout in third on 180.
Good stuff.
And then for history on Thursday, Amber Hopkins finished in first place on 164. Goose was in second place on 144, and Lanky Orchid in third on 135.
Yeah, I think people enjoyed the history one, didn't they?
Yeah, history was really popular, much more popular than I thought it was going to be. I did especially like on Discord just before we started, Amber said, "Oh, I don't know if I'm any good at history. I don't think I'll do too well here." And then the next message on Discord was Ava posting, "Congratulations to Amber for winning." Nice.
So yeah, you never know what you know.
So if you'd like to join us for one of those quizzes, they're Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. UK time on mixer.com/interference, and they're all on the one topic with 20 questions.
Yeah,
so
fun.
Computer games on Tuesday and science on Thursday.
Yeah.
Awesome. And as I say, we will have regular Zeitgeist tomorrow. 5 rounds of 5 questions. 7 p.m. UK. Everything's 7 p.m. UK time. We keep it simple.
Exactly.
And then there will be an interference and chill on Wednesday as well.
So hopefully a normal schedule next week.
Yes.
Okay, is that all the news for now?
I think it is.
Okay, just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference if you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building in new features, running the quiz, sorting out all these questions that Bunnery's writing, and yeah, basically covering our server costs as well. We do really appreciate your support. And patrons get the same perks as supporters in Interference, but they also, if they're quiz players, can have things like a custom entrance shout out from Ava when they join the quiz.
They're quite funny, aren't they?
Exactly.
Cool. Okay, we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yeah, that's it for now. Have a great week. Stay safe, look after each other. We'll see you next Saturday. Bye.
Bye.